Hello and welcome to update 43. So, I've been thinking a little bit about something something to talk about with more substance than what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna take this update video to talk about connect a little bit back to my life, and I'm gonna keep it lighthearted with talking about my connection with nature, which I've always had. And I spent my entire childhood when I was alone and sometimes with other people running around in the woods who surrounded the small village where I grew up. And I think, or more, I really believe that one of the biggest problems we have in the developed world, West and world, and modern society across the world is our fixation with forcing ourselves together in small spaces in cities, which is just metal, concrete, and boring as stress. Boring architecture, no nature. All you see is people stressing around and cars everywhere, and cities just don't connect with me. And I really believe that people should be more focused on getting back to nature, because I think that today's high stress environment cities is killing the people in the cities, because I've seen it on YouTube when people go around big cities just filming. You can see it on the people. When you hear news from big cities, where are the most crime? Big cities, because all the people are there, obviously. And it's easier to blend in cities than it is out in the country. Like, for instance, the difference between living here in this apartment, which is basically surrounded by people. Neighbor-wise, I have neighbors under me, I have neighbors beside me on that side, I have neighbors on that side, I have neighbors diagonally down, I have neighbors on all sides. Those are the wall-to-wall neighbors. But outside the windows, on the like 30-40 meters, I have a whole row of windows watching right inside my apartment. And on that way I also have, so I'm surrounded by people, and I don't like it. I love people, but I don't like living this cramp. Especially not after living 1.5 years out in the woods in a cabin on a farm, where my closest neighbor was on the other side of a lake. That is me. I have full respect for people who have the capacity to deal with the stressful city life without it negatively impacting them. I have high respect for that. Most probably the reason why I have such a big problem with cities especially the bigger the cities and the more people, the more I hate it. But I think that has, with growing up in a small village, even if it was quite modern by that time, and even more by now, it is a quite small village, about 15 minutes drive out in the countryside. And it's like, from the house I grew up in, 5 minutes walk and I'm in the woods. So that's how I grew up. So that's probably why I connect more with nature than I do with city life. But I think most people aren't built for city life, for that amount of stress. Because even if you don't stress yourself, you can feel the stress all around you. I do, at least. And that's why I have such a big problem spending a lot of time in big crowds or in cities, urban areas, because I can feel the stress from the people around me, and I don't like it. So I know that nature is the best way for me to go, but I highly recommend it to everybody that's watching, that might watch in the future. Please reconnect with nature, because that's the best way to really disconnect with the stressy modern life and just be. And that is what I'm gonna do with my farm and connecting woods, which comes with the land my dad owns, and I will buy from him about 20 hectares of forest, pine forest. No, spruce forest, I mean. Like Christmas trees, big. Let grow for about 70 years between processing the patch of forest and cutting the tree down and replanting and everything. I'm gonna take over all that responsibility from my dad. But I have decided that some of the forest land I will make into small log cabins, which can only be accessed by small dirt pathways, so no cars in that area, just walking, and I will rent them out for a reasonable price year-round, with the purpose of having them as stress relief, stress therapy cabins, so people can just escape the stress of their daily lives and spend a day or two in a cabin and be pampered, be taken care of. That is one of my plans with the grounds around the farm, and I have so much plans for the farm, it's ridiculous. But that is something I will go over probably in the future, if this channel get any sort of traction. My plans are to slowly evolve this channel to two different pathways at the same time. One way is gonna be podcasting, which because I love conversation and I love talking, obviously. You should know that by now by watching all these videos. So why not use it? And I love learning new stuff. I love meeting new people because I love finding out new stuff about new people. So why not use that in a podcast, where basically that's the whole idea. And my goals with that is two-pronged. With these videos, it's a way for me to, a tool for me to regain my mastery in communication and speaking, because that has been going so overboard. The last 6 months have been crazy how bad I've become. But I will change that, and I will do that with a speech coach and through my own research. And doing everything I can for this world. And I am tired as hell just sitting here talking instead of focusing on building Lego is making me so I'm gonna end this video with that, and I'll see you in the next update in about an hour. Bye for now.